What's up, fellas? It's episode 45, part 2. We had to break the show up into 2 parts because there's just so much damn stuff to talk about. Todd, you came in here, you're sounding like this.
I know, man.
How are you doing, man?
I'm all right. It's hit me like a ton of bricks.
It's got everybody, huh?
About 24 hours ago. So hopefully, a little day quill tonight. I'll be good to go in the morning.
I gotcha. And Jerry, you looking
dapper?
I wouldn't say dapper.
Festive.
It looks like you're about to go play paintball.
Yeah.
All right.
Aren't these things sweet?
You do look like you're in
DNLP.
a competitive.
You look like a NASCAR car. You know, we
I
just
think
need
we're
a few
going
more
for
logos.
motocross.
Motocross? Yeah.
Yeah.
You got all kind of labels and everything.
I know it's tight. I like these jerseys actually, and feel them like they don't have there's not lettering that's
Ooh, they
on
got
it.
your
It's like
name
straight
on it.
up like.
Oh, those are expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got the Griffin
Big
number?
Dan played a lot.
24?
You better believe it.
All right.
The only thing I can't complain about is they got me a large and they run big already, and I was like, damn, you guys got me a large. Like, shit, it's big.
Might be his first article of large clothing.
That it is, my friends. That it is. I asked for XXX small, and just so I can cut the sleeves off. But
why didn't you just have them painted on you? You should have just had them painted on.
I should have done that.
Just every game, just painted on you.
God, I'm glad that you and I switched seats because Britt said, sit in this seat. I was like, fuck you. You just told me that Todd's sick. You go to hell.
Well, guys, part 2, we are just covering the end of the season stuff. So if you're listening to part 2 first, be sure to go to part 1 because me and Todd are going to cover everything that's going on in the NBA, latest news, the run down the standings, the final straightaway to end this season. But part 2, we're just talking end of the season awards because the next time we come on, we will be breaking down the playoffs.
You better believe it.
So I'm excited, guys, but I can't believe it's already here.
I love it. You shit me. It's like
I can't wait for it.
I know. I can't wait either.
for it. I feel like the season's. I feel the opposite of you, Britt. I feel like the season is just like, especially this year with the Golden State thing, and like there actually being a storyline to the regular season. I can't wait till the playoffs begin.
I can't wait till they lose.
They're going to.
They are. They're going to. They actually said that I don't know what source says this, but that there's an inside source that says they're burnt out and they're feeling it now. And you could tell the way they're playing is kind of shit.
I mean, they really even admit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
it's because they went balls to the wall for that 73. And now that they're close, actually,
they got to win out.
They got to win out, but I don't think they're going to try for it.
I think that Minnesota loss killed them.
Yeah, I think honestly that was like, well, what the hell? We went out. That means we're putting it all in. We're putting all our chips in, and we're going to be fucking burned out as hell.
Well, tonight's a big night.
Big night.
Yeah, San Antonio at Golden State.
Yeah.
I wonder what Pop's going to do.
San Antonio. He said he's playing. Like they said,
he's playing.
Latest, he's playing his regular lineup.
There's no reason not to.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're Pop, it's a win-win.
Yeah.
So you go in there with all your guns and you lose. Not a big deal. They've lost one game there all year, and then you can rip into your guys like, hey, we went and won this game, and you guys just aren't good enough.
Yeah.
Well, like gives motivation to your guys, and then if you go in there and you win,
you just put a hurting on them to make them say, uh-oh.
You don't think Golden State's gonna be thinking about that in a 7-game series? No, come on now.
And you can guarantee that when they go into San Antonio, the second to last game, Pop ain't playing nobody.
No, stop. That's where I think you're wrong. I think it's flip-flopped. I think
it depends on what
San
happens
Antonio
tonight.
could close out an undefeated record at home.
I don't think they care.
I don't think they care either. I think Pop would rather. I honestly think that Pop would rather not have it.
I think if they go out, I think if they're like 10 games above Oklahoma City, so like they're locked into the 2. There's nowhere they can go. I think they go in there tonight. I don't think they play for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I do too, and I feel like tonight's gonna be very limited minutes.
And then they're gonna get like
30 minutes.
And then they're gonna get like the Mavericks in the first round, which that's gonna be practically a bye.
Yep. Better believe that.
I don't know. They've been playing a
5
certain
straight,
type of
baby.
ball.
5 straight.
Yeah, good type of ball. But guys, let's hammer down the end of the season awards. I mean, I think you addressed it, Todd. Like I didn't know that they're going to announce the MVP in the second round, so we already know who's getting it. I mean, I don't see Dallas knocking off Golden State and kind of repaying the favor.
Whoa, we're not getting that.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, let me not get ahead of myself.
But we might get to 6 if we beat Memphis tomorrow night.
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy. I thought we were going to miss the playoffs about a week ago.
I know. And then Wednesday night, because
Chandler Parsons got hurt, and then we started playing good.
Yeah, and then the Wednesday night game against Houston was
last night's game was fun.
It was do or die.
Yeah, that team was either going to miss. Houston's out. We're in because of last night. It was a playoff game.
Yeah.
Houston sucks. I'm so glad.
Yeah, they're terrible.
They suck.
Yeah, so do we. But I still entertaining.
And so I'm glad Chicago didn't make it in playoffs either. Made me really happy. I was
Easy.
Like,
they're not eliminated yet.
Yeah, they
practically.
are.
No.
What are they at?
They don't have an E next to their name, but
they don't. Yeah. They have to win out.
They have to
basically.
win out.
That's
They have to
basically
win out.
they're
yeah.
practically eliminated.
And Washington, it makes me kind of happy that they didn't either.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of talk about both those teams being Eastern competitors this year, contenders, and now those two are not making the playoffs. It's such a disgrace. We talked about it last show. Like, disgraceful that Chicago has, within the last 4 years, or not even, last 3 years, these guys have been in an all-star game. They have 4 all-stars on that team.
Yeah.
4.
Pretty crazy.
And you can't make the fucking playoffs.
It's crazy.
You suck. And this is a shit.
You know who's
East.
laughing his ass off?
Tom
Thibodeau,
dude.
Yeah.
Thibodeau.
Is
Oh, yeah.
Loving
Yeah.
it.
He's laughing at every minute
Loving
of
it.
it.
Oh yeah.
He's like, "What jobs am I going to take next year?" Because
Yeah.
everybody's going to be offering me that job.
Oh, yeah. And everybody's saying, wow, that was a huge-ass mistake. Good God.
He was a great coach. I mean,
He was a great coach. He had like 6 winning seasons with him where they were like, I mean, either in the Eastern Finals or up there.
Who knows what
With no offense.
I know.
Who knows what would happen if Rose didn't blow his knee out in the first the year that they won like 55, 60 games.
Yeah.
And they were the number 1 overall seed, and Rose blew his knee out in the first game of the playoffs.
They made it to the second round, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think they made it, and that's as far as they went.
Is it? I thought it was
wanna-
the first game of the playoffs.
Well, no.
No,
You're
usually
right
we're
about
not
the
the
injury.
first
You're
game,
right about
yeah.
the injury, but I think they
Oh,
all
yeah.
they only made
They
it
were
to
playing,
the second
like,
round.
Milwaukee or
Yeah.
somebody, and they even made it a series.
Yeah, I think that went 6 or 7.
Yeah.
One player makes a big difference. Obviously, Cleveland showing that with every time LeBron sits out, they get destroyed by 20, 30 points.
Yeah.
And it makes me sick. It makes me think like Kevin Love and fucking Kyrie, you guys suck dick. Like, you guys are not contributors at all. You guys are numbers guys. That's it. 100%. Because, like, Kyrie last night, they lost by, 25 or 27 or something. Kyrie had 30-something points. Like, fuck you, Kyrie. You should be disgraced for having 30 points and losing by 30. Like, you should honestly be disgraced. And watching the offense, I would say at least 8 straight possessions, he brought the ball up and shot it. I was like, you fucking asshole. Like, pass the goddamn ball. You're a point guard. It made me really pissed off. I was like, Kyrie sucks. I want him off the team. I honestly do.
Stop it.
I do. I want him off. I want a point guard that spreads ball. And actually, it makes me more like feel like Kevin Love would be better with a point guard.
I'll trade you Raymond Felton straight up.
No.
I'll throw in Jose Barea.
Well, let's get on track and let's just knock out the MVP right away.
Here, this will get us back on track.
Wait.
I just want you to hear the sound of my goddamn voice. And I don't want you to be able to say anything back. I just want to let you know I'm pulling up right now. So anytime you get over there.
That's Britt.
Yeah.
Britt shot me one of those voice messages that you can't answer back to.
Yeah, we were discussing that, and I just had to give you. It just popped in my head. I'm like, I got to give Jerry one of these.
I thought I was listening to something like,
Some player or something.
Honestly, I thought as it went on, I thought it was Matt Barnes talking to Derek Fisher.
Or Nick Young talking to.
I just want you to hear my goddamn voice.
Well, all right, Todd. Let me go to you.
Steph.
We know who that. Yeah, that's the easy part.
Yeah.
Does he get it unanimous?
Yeah, he should. I mean, there's nobody.
Is there going to be one guy who says no?
Yeah, some Cleveland writers should vote for LeBron, and I have no problem with that.
All right, what?
Steph,
but do you think unanimous?
Possibly. I mean,
He would be the only guy. He would be the only guy.
I don't think
it's a hard
it'll
argument. It's a hard argument to say anybody else deserves it more than
Yeah,
him.
but there's always that one asshole out there.
Here's
There's that
he's
one
not-
like Shaq
yeah.
during the dunk competition that just gives.
So
it
here's my argument. I was looking over Player of the Month, and I know that's not the hugest big a gauge, but only Steph's won it twice, LeBron's won it twice, Russell's won it twice, Kevin Durant's won it twice.
That's a good.
So when you look at it like that, Curry had the dominating first and second parts of the season, and then I don't know, they're doing really good. Steph hasn't really fallen off, but other guys have caught back up. So I don't see it being unanimous.
Have they caught up?
No, and I'll say
I
by
don't
falling
think
off,
so.
he's had
Seven.
By falling off, he's scoring like
Dude,
28 points
dudes have
instead of 35.
400 3-pointers. I mean, 9 losses. I mean, yes. He's the MVP, dude. I mean,
I'm trying hard to play Al Pacino.
Yeah,
Devil's
well, I don't think
advocate.
it will be unanimous because I think there'll be one asshole like you
That just
you know.
wants it to not be unanimous.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, all right. Let me go to you, Todd. Runner up. Who's your runner-up? This is tough
Yeah.
because there's 3 good candidates, I believe, and you're not wrong on any of them. But
I would have to go LeBron. I would have to go LeBron. Just, I mean, not saying that he's played better, but just if you really, if you've heard my arguments about the MVP in the past, we've always looked for excuses not to give it to LeBron.
Sure.
Every year we have to look for an excuse not to give it to LeBron because LeBron, at the end of the day, is the best player on the planet, and he still is in my eyes.
Still showing it by the Cavs getting destroyed every time he doesn't play. Destroyed.
Yeah.
And then they destroy people when he does play. So it's
Yeah.
like, whoa, dude, he's literally a 60-point swing when he plays.
Yeah, so I think Steph has earned it for sure, but I think you're looking for a stretch if you don't think that LeBron James is next in line.
I gotcha.
And I'll shoot another name opposite of that, but I do agree with Todd. Is Kawhi Leonard, because that team has only 12 losses, and he is right now the point leader on that. He's scoring just above 21 points a game, and he's doing it quietly, and he's just, playing phenomenal.
Definitely first team All NBA.
Yeah, and playing phenomenally both sides of the ball. And they were actually talking about that last night in the game. Who are the
Actually, I see definitely
NBA
that's tough,
like
man.
the NBA for the best team or the All NBA front court? How do you pick
Well,
between
we're gonna
all
get
the
to
greats
that.
that you have? But what they end up choosing was Kevin Durant playing the center because they're like, we have to have him in there. He's having a great season. And then LeBron at the power forward, and then Kawhi at the small forward. That's what they were like. Well, that's how you got. That's because you can't have any of those 3 not in the.
Yeah, it's tough.
All
It
NBA.
is. It is going to be really tough. It's going to be interesting how the runner-up finishes up. Of course, I'm going to have to go Russell Westbrook. I'm at 17 triple-doubles, 7 in the last month. I think that'll be fresh on the voters' minds.
I love watching him play.
It's
So
amazing.
fun, man.
It is so fun.
And he's not. I think the latest stretch I saw, he's just barely going above 20. Like he's not shooting it a lot. He's trying to get his teammates involved. I think last year he deserved a lot of recognition, and this year I think he'll get it in the form of a runner-up spot, unfortunately. And it's because the best player in the world is going to hit 400 threes, and there's just nothing you can do about that.
I think with Russell Westbrook, honestly, I think he's playing very smart. He's playing every single night like he's playing Steph Curry. He's thinking, how can I facilitate without having to throw a lot of offense in there? Because he's going to have to guard Steph.
See,
and that's going to put him,
here's my argument. Who's the best player on Golden State?
Steph Curry.
Steph,
Who's the best player on Cleveland?
LeBron.
Who's the best player on Oklahoma City?
Kevin Durant.
I'm going Russell.
But you have,
It's
debatable.
Yeah,
for
there's
sure.
it is hesitation.
Like you can't be in the MVP if you're not even the MVP of your own team.
Correct. And when you're pushing a guy to saying he's the center as an
Yeah.
All NBA because you need him, you're like, well, we have to have him out there because he's amazing.
Right.
Even though Russell, I'm pretty sure they're putting Russell at the 2 guards.
Yeah. And for my money, I'm taking Durant over Westbrook all day.
I would too.
It'll be interesting if they ever do decide to split up. Which one would take?
like,
which
July?
One? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually
see which one actually leads the team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
we
actually-
saw actually last year,
Well,
we
it's
saw
gonna be Durant.
James Harden leading the team. Oh yeah, he would keep leading one. But like James Harden led a team for a season, and now he sucks dick. But
Yeah.
No, he's led him for the last 4 years.
no, he sucks dick.
And,
I mean, leading like you got to lead a team deep into the playoffs.
they went to the Western Conference Finals
Last year, which
Yes.
is the 1 year. So he's done it 1 year. He's actually led a team
All right.
to being like all right. Well, that man, no matter what team he's on, he's gonna put them in potential for winning an NBA championship, no matter what team. And that's LeBron. I mean,
He's
look
got
at-
no game. He's just got a
No,
shot.
yeah, he just got. Yeah, it's true, and
Yeah.
you know what? He's actually plays like Crash. You remember Gerald Wallace, who just fucking
Easy.
flies to the. Yes, he does, dude. He flies to the hoop and just flails around like an asshole. But then, I mean, he will. I will say he's the best flailing asshole ever because he scores a lot on his like absolutely just crashing the boards and throwing up a wild shot. And
That's
I'm like,
skill.
Yeah, it's skill.
That's
It's
skill.
skill my asshole. That's what it is.
All right. Should we skip Defensive Player of the Year?
Yes.
Well, yes.
It's Kawhi.
It's
Kawhi. I
Kawhi. Do
would
we
say
even
Kawhi.
have any runner-ups?
Anthony Davis, but he didn't play a full year. No.
No, I don't think so either.
No, it's
I don't think
Kawhi.
it's gonna. I think that might even
Yeah.
be.
Who else? I mean, was there anybody on? the list?
I would say DeAndre Jordan let us down. Andre Drummond, because of all the rebounds he grabs, is going to be interesting. How close he comes to it, but there is nobody else. There is like, I think the big man will never.
What about Carmelo Anthony?
He probably should deserve that. He should be deserving in that talk.
We always got to bring him up somewhere.
Carmelo
So-
Anthony could have played defense on one of us. Like we would score 10 points in a night, and that's like a holy shit. We scored 10 points against Carmelo because half the time he wouldn't follow us up the fucking to the court. So he'd be like, "All right, sweet, my guys, I'm wide open, dude. Give me it." Melo's jogging slowly up the court.
All right, here I know we're gonna have some debate. Rookie of the year. Who wants to start?
Rookie of the year, I'm gonna go with Karl Anthony Towns.
I mean, I have to go with Karl Anthony Towns too. His numbers are just
Off the wall.
ridiculous. Now, you're asking me who had a better year this year, right? You're saying
Yeah.
who's going to have a better career? Yeah, I think you really got to get in
Kristaps.
yeah.
Yeah, he will have a better career. Kristaps, I agree.
I
don't know.
I'm in love with that guy's game.
I know you do watch his game.
I mean,
and
I
it's
am
like,
in
it's
love
very,
with that. He, like, what we thought he was going to be, like a 3-point shooter, like hasn't what he's been. Like, what we thought he was going to struggle with was strength and in the physical play of the NBA, and he hasn't struggled with that at all. What he struggled with was his outside shot. That's
his game is like a mixture between
he's Dirk Nowitzki,
Dirk
dude.
and Kevin Garnett. Like it's like because he's got a phenomenal mid range, and then he's actually pretty decent under the boards and feisty. But then
He's gonna play 20 years in this league.
Yeah,
he's gonna be a stud.
Yeah, if there's nothing wrong with his legs, feet, anything like that, like you're right. The hybrid of Kevin Garnett, he does get in there and block.
he does.
Yeah,
I think
like he played good. He played good defense this year.
Yeah, yeah. And I think
crappy players all around him.
I think he benefits from the fact that NBA's moving more to an outside game, and
for
power
sure.
forwards aren't just in there pounding it on the block.
He's a 7-footer that can shoot, can pound, and can put it on the floor and play D. Check.
Yeah.
Check.
Future Knicks solved, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Yeah.
for the good of
But
basketball.
Karl Anthony Towns, I mean,
Hell
what
of a
a
year.
monster of a year, dude. What a monster of a year.
All right, guys. I might want to skip this just because I don't know how much we really have great input. But 6th man of the year.
Actually, 6th man of the year. I was thinking about that the other day. Probably in my eyes, I would say Tony Allen. He comes off the bench and he plays amazing D.
Who comes off the bench for Cleveland? Is it J.R. Smith?
No, JR
starts?
Yeah, it's Deladova is kind of their 6th man. Shumpert. Tristan Thompson, actually, he could probably be in the mix for a 6th man of the year.
Yeah, because Tristan comes off the bench and plays a lot of heavy minutes.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, I can't see Andre Iguodala winning it because he's had too many injuries.
Yeah.
And I don't know who the Spurs. I mean, you can't get Mono's not hadn't. I don't know. It's really tough, and for me to even wager in on it would be hard.
Certainly not a guy that jumps out to
Jumps out there. to
jumps
say,
out
like,
at me for sure.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, let's go to the next one, and that's most improved player. And I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there, Steph Curry.
That's what
I think when
I've
you
heard
make
that argument,
100 more threes in a season, 100 more, when 100 threes in a season is good, the fact that you not only crushed your own record by 100, but you might put it unreachable, period. I don't know who else has improved that much.
I'll go. I mean, when you throw Steph Curry out there, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for me to even go to this level of player. But
I don't think Steph will win it.
I mean, the first guy that popped in my head when you asked me that question was Kemba Walker for Charlotte.
Definitely.
I mean, he's taking Charlotte into a legitimate playoff team. He's the leader of that team. He's averaging over 20 points, and he wasn't doing that last year. So, and they're going to be like, what are they?
Almost a
6 seed, 5 seed. I mean,
yeah, currently they're
the 7 seed. No, they're 6.
they're 6, but they can move all the way up to 3 depending on how the rest of the season plays.
Yeah, so I mean,
Which is incredible.
yeah. So, yeah, my vote will go to Kemba Walker.
I'm gonna say
I like that pick a lot.
I'm gonna go with C.J. McCollum because he went from his, and I'm looking up just because I wanted to double check on what he shot. He went from being 6.3 points a game to 18 points a game.
What was Kimbo's difference? Look at Kimbo.
But
But
I mean,
CJ
that's huge. You're
CJ
tripling
McCollum
the-
had like I want to say 2 40-point games.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I mean, and he went on a team where everybody thought like, wow, that team just got ripped apart
Yep.
in the off season. They're going to be trash, and they're making the playoffs.
Yep.
Making the playoffs.
And that's big time because of him.
Yeah. That's huge. God, that's so good you said Kemba. I mean, that wasn't even on my radar, but I think I really he might be the front runner. I mean, I can't. I'm trying to think who else has like gotten to that next level, and I mean, they might. I guess you can give it to Paul George simply because he came back.
No, he's not as good as he used to be.
Kimba
but the
went
fact that he
from
came back, I think they might.
well,
I
Kimba
don't- I
went
don't know.
down
I don't know.
actually
I'm
in
just
points
thinking.
from last year. He was at oh no he didn't. He went from
Yeah.
17 points a game to 21 points a game to 21 points a game.
His
So-
assists are up. His steals are up. Like
His assists are up. His rebounds are up. So I mean, he has had a hell of a difference of a season.
That's the
And once again, bringing your team to the playoffs.
Yeah.
yeah. I think
And they were terrible last year.
Yeah, they were
Like
real bad.
really bad.
I
They
think
were
I'm
all
gonna-
right 2 years ago and then fell off last year.
I think I'm going to agree with Todd. I think the media is probably going to vote that. I think that's if they don't go Steph, which I doubt they do, just because of the format of their voting, they probably won't. Let's move on to Coach of the Year. What are you thinking, Jerry?
Luke Walton. Luke Walton.
Luke. You see the new Star Wars trailer?
No.
All right.
Actually, with the girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that. It actually looks
It's
good.
big news today.
It is.
It's
It looks
big news
good.
today, especially for the nerds I work with.
Yeah.
So-
Well, I liked, and the girl was pretty good looking. So
And Disney is just whoring that thing out, aren't they?
they really
They
are.
paid $4 billion for that thing, and they're gonna get
Yeah.
their money's
You
worth.
shitting me? They're gonna make that times four probably. Like, they really are.
And they're
like, oh, what should we make it now about? Put a girl in there and call it the Rogue. The Rogue one. That's what it's called.
What
the
is this
Rogue
going to
one.
be about? We don't know. But
We don't
just,
know.
Just put a trailer out
Put a
there and put
fucking girl
a
out there.
trailer of the sneak peek of the trailer out, and we'll get it going.
And we'll get people just jerking off to it
Yeah.
already.
Fuck
and people,
you
the
guys.
Star Wars.
Maybe I did.
Star Wars people were. I mean, after I saw it, I was like, all right, that looks cool. It's
I mean,
cool.
people went.
They went for Divergent and Hunger Games. They're like, let's throw. We got badass girls dominating right now. Throwing out there in the Star Wars.
What the hell's
world.
up with that?
It's the world.
It's
No,
girl power.
No, it's not the world. It's the movies.
yeah. Yeah, he's up there. All right. Coach of the Year, Ty.
Tough.
It is tough.
Yeah, it's tough not to go Pop. But you can vote for Pop every year. It's kind of like the LeBron James argument, you know. I'll go Pop. Yeah, it's just tough not to go Pop. Nobody made a drastic jump in their improvement this year. Everybody just completely missing something.
No.
I mean, you could put what's his name in Boston up there.
But they're right about where they were expected to be.
Yeah, Pop.
Brad Stevens.
Brad Stevens. Yeah.
You know what's cool is Brandon Wilhelmie's cousins with Brad Stevens.
Yes, you told me that.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
And he told me, he's like, we should go to Boston. We can sit, courtside.
I would
was like,
fly to
what?
Boston.
I was like, we can.
Why
sit
hasn't he
courtside?
done that?
I don't know why. He just offered to do a meeting now, and I was like, well, now that it's playoff time, we're not fucking sitting courtside.
I'll pay for a flight.
I would
to go
absolutely
to
to sit,
Well,
sit
for
even
sure.
even if I was 5 rows up, I'd be cool with that.
Boston.
I'm going to
Yeah.
agree.
I want the hardwood on the feet.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I've never
Never
well, I
done.
have felt it, but it was in the practice arena of
Yeah.
Orlando.
I did it for the Jacksonville Giants, courtside, baby. Gangsta.
Damn, that is gangster.
Did they ask you to play? Did you get to play?
They were
I felt
"Yo,
like
man,
I could
can
get
you
out
shoot?"
there.
Yeah.
I really did.
could've given-
Rasheed Mathis was playing.
Yeah, you
What?
could've given, yeah.
That's badass, dude.
Yeah, he was terrible.
Give him a
Alright, boys, well,
solid
I gotta wrap it up. I gotta go.
3 down.
Softball
let's-
guy.
All right. Well, we have
softball guy was rolling.
we have
I gotta
we have
give
one
him
more thing to go
19
through.
minutes.
We got one more
All right,
thing to
go
go
for
through,
it.
and that's NBA first team.
You want me to name mine?
Let's start with our guard. Are we unanimous at Steph? Obviously,
Steph, absolutely.
unanimous at Westbrook, right?
For shooting?
For a guard. I mean, they're gonna
They're gonna pick
Westbrook's
two guards.
getting that spot.
Yeah, I agree. So that's the 2 guards.
Nah.
I mean,
All right, so we'll pump the brakes on Westbrook.
Kawhi. Yeah,
Kawhi's going. They're putting him at a small forward.
Yeah, Kawhi's got to get in.
All right.
We got Steph.
all right.
Russell's on the maybe. We got LeBron
Yeah.
And Durant, and that's
and
it.
Durant.
You got it. That's it.
Then you have Russ,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Who else do you fit in out of those 5? I mean,
No, if
Who else do you
if they're
squeeze
just
out, you're
going
saying?
best 5 players.
Wow,
that's
that means
it.
Well, 'cause
James
they gotta
Harden.
do,
That
they do
means
2
all right.
guards and then 4.
James Harden's not even in the
or,
conversation.
No, shit me. Get James Harden out of it.
I'm gonna put him in the. I
James
just
Harden's
put him
not
in.
first team if you do 10 deep.
I don't. I mean,
He's not second team. Or
He's second
he might
team.
Be
He's
third
second team.
He
So-
might be third team.
So we got you on that. That's what we think the All NBA first team will be. So if you're listening to part 2 right now, be sure to go ahead and listen to part 1 as we break down the latest in the NBA news. Jerry, good luck tonight.
Thanks, boys.
And we will be back next Thursday. Hopefully we can knock out another 2-part episode of Eastern and Western Conference playoffs.
Yes, and our predictions.
Yes.
All right, boys.